25% CPU usage, 28%.
Should be okay.
As long as the power supply holds up.
Yeah. Stream may just go down.
Hang on one second. We'll turn this one off. So we only have one, because it was doing 3 different microphone settings. So
Yeah, we just need one audio channel.
Yeah. So we're up and streaming now.
Okay.
So, let me check one thing real quick here, but we should be good to go. Check the streaming video so it's not like fucking like super bad.
See how they're all going for the individual platforms.
Yeah, Twitch is still being a pig. Sending data.
Don't touch the...
Yeah, I see that. I remember that now. Turn shit on and off. It says sending data, so it should be Gucci. We can check real quick too. Yeah, there's going to be a delay to this one. So there's we got the buffer delay, and then it goes to here, and then there's another delay to the actual streaming service.
Okay.
So let's just check Twitch real quick. Let's see how it looks, but this is actually looking pretty good.
See, because you're pointing, there's the delay.
Yeah. It says we're live, so I don't know why it's saying that. Yep.
Sounds good.
Gucci. So since this is your first time on here, some things you should know is the Twitch, again, the latency between the times, from when somebody chats to when we see it, it's immediate. So basically when it pops off, it's an immediate scenario. But when they get the response
to them, there's like a couple seconds.
Yeah, it's actually about 30 to 40 seconds of a response.
Oh, okay.
So when you're talking back and forth to somebody, it's a long time to run.
Oh yeah, that's
just
why,
because
whenever somebody says, "How's my audio?" So many people say it's down, and then so many say it's up, but depending on when they see it.
Right. And so like it really kind of depends on the scenario. And again, since I'm going through one service to another service, we're not just going into all services at the same time because it would take a disgusting setup.
Yeah.
But for anyone tuning into the stream now, this is my buddy Kenny. Again, Kenny's first time. I've known Kenny. When did you move to Fort Collins?
2004. I think I started RC car racing with you guys like summer of 2005.
Yeah, so about 15, 16 years now.
Yep.
We've known this guy. Let's see how these beers are. We're Wasatch, made in Utah, where we are.
Yep.
I fucking hate it here. It's terrible. But I think we'll get into that in a little bit here.
At least the beer tastes okay.
It's an ale with guava in it. I like guava beers typically. I can live with that. It wouldn't be my choice of beer, I think, but
it was something that we could actually find here.
Yeah, that's a fiasco for sure. Nobody being happy, except for the people that were at the liquor store, is kind of silly to me.
Well, I could see how people would be depressed here when you have one color like everywhere. It's just tan. There's bars you can see.
It's fucking brown. I mean, you can see this house behind us. It's fucking brown. This house is actually green.
It's darker, yeah.
I mean, there's some grays over there, but most houses are fucking brown.
You look at the mountains; they're tan, brown too. And
yeah, it's just brown.
It just doesn't remind me of home. There's not many trees.
I mean, you're from Nebraska too.
We have trees.
Yeah,
I live on a lake too, so it's called Cottonwood Lake. So there's cottonwood trees everywhere. So
sounds like a fucking allergy nightmare.
I'm usually okay, so it's not too bad.
You're like, for me it's good, but fuck everybody else.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah, I mean, again, that brownness and not a lot of trees. I mean, what we saw, like 2 boats on the lake today.
Yeah, that was like, well, sure, it wasn't the Great Salt Lake, but it was the Utah Lake, which is still massive.
It's fucking big as fuck.
What'd you say? Probably like 4-5 times as big as Horsetooth.
Oh, it's easily
it's
bigger. It's way
huge.
bigger than that. Horseshoe's pretty small, actually.
Well, I would say like Horsetooth's what, like 5 miles long or so.
Yeah, it's about 5. It's 5 to 7, I think, somewhere in that range. But it's also like it's not very deep. It's not very wide.
Yeah, it's not wide. Like this thing is just a big giant rectangle.
Yeah, I mean we could see like. That's a dangerous scenario. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Setting a beer on the laptop. Yeah.
It belongs there. Like I mean, there's a whole like spot for it. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, it's one for
Yeah.
each.
Well, there's 3. I can put 3. I can put 3 beers.
Yeah, it's one for each hand.
Yeah, and the penis. Let's see here. Let's see how big this lake is real quick here. Oh my God, no. Okay, I will. Well, go away. New tab, thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I want to talk about it because I just saw it. I want to talk about the situation because that shit is absolutely ridiculous.
So, like, Nick's been teasing me about this. Like, I have this like article. You need to see it, but
I've only been teasing you for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
whatever. It's been like 2 hours.
I was
since we've been
no
upstairs.
way. I found that the second time I tried to take a shit after dinner. Okay, different. So that was only like 20 minutes ago.
Whatever, but like, he's like, just bringing it up. He's like, this is gonna be cool. You'll like this. It's interesting. So eventually,
We'll get there. Like I'm saying, I want to see what this lake is. Oh, fuck you, you fucking. So it is Utah Lake.
yeah.
So let's see how big Utah Lake is. Utah. Just type. What a dumb name for one. And we'll get to like what else I find very dumb around here. Lake size. It's 148 square miles.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's look at
Horsetooth Reservoir.
Tube Reservoir. Wow, that was not how I spelled that, but oh, thank you. Temporary closure. Yeah, it's a fucking lake, bro. History, camping. Let's put size in here again. Size. 1,900 acres.
Yeah.
So, there's...
Was it 19 and 15,000?
Well, and that was fucking... It did it in square miles.
Oh yeah.
So, 148 square miles versus, what was it, 1,500?
100 acres.
So what's 1,500 acres in square miles?
I
I wish it was 15.
1,900
okay.
acres.
So 1,900 acres in, not square in. Why would anybody be putting that in square inches? Square miles. Thank you. 2.9. It's
only 2.9 square miles.
yeah.
Wow.
Horseshoe is small.
Well, it's not wide. Yeah.
it's
that's the thing.
so okay. We're going from 158.
1,000 to
No, it was 158. It was 158 square miles.
158 square miles. Okay.
Yeah, 148 square miles. So we're
To-
talking literally,
to 3.
it's 70 times the size.
And we saw a sailboat and a regular boat.
Yeah, and one towboat.
That was it.
And we could see the whole thing. It was pretty nice. It was pretty clear today.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot here. It's 20 degrees hotter than it's supposed to be right now too, which is
What? It's like 8:30 and it's like 87 degrees still.
Yeah.
And average is supposed to be 72.
you're right. Average in June is 72, and we're 15 degrees hotter at 8:30 when the sun is going down. We're actually gonna have to see if this fucking light works. Probably here in a little bit, since it's yeah, it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. Yeah, 2 people on the fucking lake. But that would also make sense because nobody fucking drinks here,
Yeah.
so nobody's having fun, as we were talking about
Well,
earlier.
it was like Friday at noon, but still, you'd think somebody would take the
Have you
day
ever been?
off.
Have you ever been up at Horsetooth on Friday at noon?
Nah, I usually don't go to Horsetooth.
It's fucking brutal. There is people everywhere. It's
Packed.
near capacity every fucking Friday.
Oh, okay.
Fridays, a lot of people don't work on Fridays apparently. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things. A lot of people just tend to not to. But
And it's a lot easier for people to get out of work right now too. So,
right, and
or
there
they're
was
like, I'm working on Friday.
That's usually my Friday. When I'm working, I'm working. But I mean, but as we saw, like again, there's like I've seen maybe 2 bars here. 2 bars, like.
Yeah,
And we've driven around quite a bit in like a 10-mile square radius. Like,
it's gonna be an interesting tomorrow night. Yeah, Nick's telling me there's like, you go to a bar and they have this like curtain that they have to prepare stuff behind. So like, this will be interesting to see.
Yeah, I want to see it for sure because like that used to be. I mean, I hope it's still the same, so
okay.
I can get the thing. But that's what it used to be, and I've never been here. I've just heard that. So Utah bar curtain. Curtain. Also, since we're on this for like hours, we can bullshit about anything. Oh, it came down a couple years ago.
Zion curtain. Oh, what is it called? A Zion curtain?
I don't fucking know. After his obscuring secrets of cocktail mixing, the curtain started to fall Saturday, and this was 2017.
Oh, so they don't know what they put in the cocktails?
Yeah, apparently. So yeah, it's only been not even 4 years since that's like not been the norm.
But you can just look stuff up online to know what.
Or go to a different state. It's not like we have fucking state visas like where you can't go to a different state.
Or and like, so you can't watch what they're putting in it.
That's the only reason why I can think about it. I don't even know why it was a thing. But I mean, obviously, you saw like all the liquor stores are state owned.
Yeah, like
it was like a fucking warehouse.
3 liquor stores, and it was called State Liquor Store. Like everything that has a name is like super obvious what it is.
It's super weird too. Like some of the random names of shit around here is real special.
There was like. One of the weird ones was Oil Rig Automotive. I'm like, how do those really go together?
Oil rig? I don't.
Yeah, you wouldn't really associate that with automotive repair.
I want to go to that bar though tomorrow. I think that's what we're doing after I run a half marathon in fat guy mode. It's gonna be brutal. Like, I mean, it can't be that bad, I guess. It's like I didn't cramp like halfway through the last time, and I hadn't done anything in a couple months. I'm a little fatter than I was then, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot, but I'm gonna try to. Well, normally I don't stop at aid stations for water, but I'm just gonna try to grab whatever I can.
Right. Well, if it's gonna be 60 degrees outside, pretty much immediately.
Well, and we're starting at 6 a.m. It's kind of cool that they like shut down the whole highway for us to run, or well, half of it for us to run.
Right. It's pretty cool. I mean, either way, since apparently nobody does anything here, I don't think. How busy is it going to be tomorrow morning?
Should be pretty quiet. Like
there's going to be nobody doing shit.
But we got here at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it was packed. And then we went out at 7 o'clock, and there was like nobody.
0 people doing anything. Again, you can probably hear the interstate's fucking feet basically from here.
It's on like the other side of the house.
Yeah.
So maybe 100 feet.
Yeah, it's brutal. I don't know if we should have both those videos up. It's gonna fuck me up. One or the other.
So just show up behind the squid.
Yeah. So cool. These are all the chats if they come through. If anybody watches, again, I gotta stop fucking. Okay, let's talk about this article real quick before I continue ragging on the state. It's bad.
Yeah, it was a fun car ride. We had a lot of interesting stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that was the first time like you and I have like sat. God damn it!
It's been a while since we've actually hung out.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Since before COVID, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos won't stop having sex and pooping.
Yeah.
So
'cause I've watched a little bit of that like narco war stuff, and it was interesting. Yeah, about how he imported the hippos over there, and so he just has his own hippos.
right. So I think they're saying. So they kind of got let loose.
Well, yeah, and so now they're over here. They have no predators.
Right.
So there's nothing that keeps them in check.
Yeah, so they have no predators, and then like since the land is not used to the consistency of their urine and fecal matter, they're poisoning everything. So there is fueling algae blooms, and it's reducing oxygen for the actual native fish.
Yeah.
And again, they're 4,000 pounds, and the population currently is 80, and they brought 4 in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently 80, and the population will continue to grow by researchers' estimate to 1,400 at 2039. There isn't that many hippos in the rest of the fucking world.
Yeah.
It seems like there probably is, but hippos are just assholes too.
Yeah. They actually can run decently fast too.
They are fucking fast.
Probably like
They run like fucking
30,
like
40?
I think it's 35.
Yeah.
And they can swim at like basically the same speed. Running speed.
Freaking land tanks.
They weigh 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. It is a
so
car.
if they're 4,000 pounds, like how much or what are they
They can
eating
run-
in that river or wherever
They can
he
run
has them?
19 to 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, the average person runs 8.
Yeah. 8 to 10.
Yeah. What's the swimming speed? I bet they're actually faster swimming. Swimming
Yeah,
speed.
well, they float.
8 kilometers per hour underwater, which is
6 miles at 5 miles an hour. It seems like they go a lot faster than that.
yeah, but most things don't swim fast.
Yeah.
Like, what's a human swimming speed? 2? Well, it's a little more than that. It's probably about 4.
I don't know, like I do 50 meters in like
Human
a minute.
swimming speed. Because they were doing the 750s at like 15 minutes, like at the triathlons.
Yeah, so that'd be like about 2 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour. So literally 3 times as fast as a human can swim.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty fucking fast. Moose also swim like super fast too. Have you ever seen them swim?
Yeah, when they're
They
going
fucking
across
mob, and they can go deep too. Do what I fucking tell you, phone. You bitch. Moose and water swimming speed. Oh, moose are faster. They're roughly about 10 kilometers per hour, so 5.
Yeah. But these are also can be pretty vicious too.
And they can run at 35 miles an hour. They're assholes. I've had my experience with this scenario here. Riding snowmobiles. Yeah, it's a fucking thing for sure. They get really pissy. Really pissy. I'm going to just minimize your bitch ass. Get out of my face. Get out of my face, because I want to click this to see.
Oh, can you like snap it to the other side or whatnot?
I can, but I was looking actually for the CPU usage.
28% right there?
Yeah. It's kind of an old PC at this point.
Is there a place where it says like viewer count?
It doesn't. It's not actually accurate.
Okay.
I've learned because it's pulling so many different places.
Oh, okay.
Like I've had it to where it'll say like it says like 4, and then we have like 35. And other like I had one where like Twitch alone was over 80 on one of the game streams I was doing, and it said like 50. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
And then it was like bumped up, and it was all weird. So I don't ever like take it as like a specific scenario.
Just curious and interested because, you know,
Currently it says
who
1.
knows? Maybe in the future after I build that computer stuff, maybe do some streaming, you know? But
Do
it's
it.
like, currently right now, it's like, there's no chance I can do it on the hardware that I have.
No.
No.
No. I'm struggling to find like one that doesn't lag during like Warzone, to be honest. Like I've been trying to find the settings, and I have again a 3900X and a 1080 Ti.
Yeah,
like I don't have slow shit.
Should be fine.
It should be fine, but I
sure,
keep losing.
You're not going to be doing like 4K and stuff, but you should easily be able to do 30.
I've been having some issues with the NVIC encoder on the 1080 Ti, and I think that's part of the problem. So I'm switching it to software encoding instead of hardware. Again, because I have so much CPU overhead.
Yeah.
12 cores, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. But again, like this, you can see like this is 20% of it's used for, software encoding.
Yeah.
Lava Rosa.
Right. This is actually pretty good.
I'm glad you like it. It's okay.
Well,
I drink a lot of weird shit, and that's why I'm like, this is okay.
At the same time, I don't drink a whole lot, so I'm like, yeah, this works,
Yeah, I want to bring you some beers from Wiley Roots. That's what we've been drinking, like, recently. Like I was telling you at the liquor store, they made, like, with Kool-Aid and things like that. And then there was one where they made it with Yellow Peeps.
Oh, interesting.
The marshmallow.
Yeah. Oh, that's got to be sugary.
It was really fucking good.
Well, you need the sugar for the fermentation and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, it makes sense that they'd use it.
So it's really, really, really good on the scenario. Man, it is hot as ballsack out here. It should not be.
Well, at least the
mid-80s.
sun's down, so we don't have direct sunlight, and like we actually have clouds today.
Well, earlier there was nothing.
Yeah, it was just roast you nuts off.
We left at like 11 this morning to go get breakfast, lunch.
Yeah.
And it was just already fucking gross hot. I think it was like 75 already. 75 or 80.
Yeah. I think it was, 75, 80 already at noon.
Again, the lack of trees, man. I mean, like over here is pretty decent, but yeah, those houses also get fucking pretty large over there.
Yeah, there were some nice houses we drove through.
Some very big houses. I mean,
what was that one, or I don't know if it was like a community or whatnot, but they had this like pool area with this rock work and like this giant slide. It's kind of like stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fucking like grotto scenario. Trying to be that Mormon Playboys situation, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like, we were at In-N-Out yesterday, and like they had like the Mormon family, and then you had like the college kids, and they were like very different. It was very weird. And that I don't know if you noticed, the Mormon dad kept like staring at me when I'd like
talk,
let my mouth off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, nobody talks out here. Like, you walk past people and no one says hi.
At all.
It's very weird.
And you say hi to them, and they're like, what?
And they look down and keep walking.
Yeah, that was weird. Like when you were trying to talk to those guys last night we went to the go-kart track last night.
That was pretty baller.
Go-kart track is pretty fun. I think it's a fun.
Like, that was my first time at like a fast go-kart place, so like I struggled at first. Like, most of it was learning the course, and that first round I just tried to go flat out and find out where the car would break loose and stuff.
Right.
Just to know, okay, I can't do that. I spun out here. And by the end of it, like, you and I were doing competitive lap times, and the group that we had, everybody was fast.
Right. We had a pretty good group, but they did not want to talk to nobody. No. It was like hard to like, hey, like, good fucking run. We got one guy to like actually like say some shit.
I was like, where are you from? What are you guys doing? And like, we're just out here, for the race and stuff, and so we just decided to come out. So, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a brutal scenario to get anybody. Like, the only people like we've been like that would see like would talk to us and have fun was the two girls at the desk at the racetrack. They were super fun. Like, bullshitted for a second. It was fucking rad. The other was the fucking
the lady at the checkout at the beer place.
At the liquor store. That was the only like few people that have actually like been like fun and like talking to us and like being silly and like whatever, like, which is weird because you usually get everybody, no matter like where, to like, you know, when we're in Colorado or anywhere I've really been, to be perfectly honest. Like I've been to California and like I find fun people all the time. Like I've been to Texas, like everywhere.
Yeah, like out here, I'm considered outgoing, which, if you know me, no.
I don't know. I think you might have a misconception about yourself a little bit on that one. Because again, you started trying to talk to people first before I did. Because I already noticed how people were being.
Because nobody would say anything, so like, hey.
You felt uncomfortable because nobody was talking for you?
Yeah, like, that's how quiet everybody was, okay?
I guess that's fair. You're like, well, it's weird. It's quiet. I gotta change this scenario.
Yeah.
That's pretty silly, but I guess it's fair. It's a fair assessment right there.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like you were trying to talk to them, and I already knew like what was going on. They were not.
Because I figured,
They were not
like, I
trying to
knew
talk
they
to
were
nobody.
quiet, so I was just like, hey, how's it going, you know? Like, maybe they'll open up to me. I was wrong.
Yeah, they wanted a couple of those guys wanted nothing to do with it. Like they had their one outgoing friend talk to us, and he was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But
I was like, I was just trying to ask them, like, so how are you doing this corner? What are you doing? So I was trying to get better and whatnot, and
I think you're also probably used to like RC racers,
sure.
where like, you know, most of them will talk to you and help you
Yeah.
out and like do the
Well,
thing.
like,
Because
where we are serious, you know, everyone's pretty friendly and helpful. Like,
Right.
nobody's like, I'm the big dog here, I can't give away any of my secrets or whatnot, you know, like, everyone's generally friendly, car setup and help and stuff, and it's like, how are you taking this quarter? Are you flat out? Are you not? You know?
right, and that's part of like being like you have a common interest there.
Yeah.
Whereas typically people at the go-kart track are there just to like hang out and like have some fun and like squeal some tires and stuff. Because we heard some, you know, a couple of those races like in between ours,
Oh yeah.
where
Like,
the one dude was like around every corner. You're like, shut the fuck up.
like, there's the one where the guy dive bombed inside the other person and pushed him
Oh
straight.
my God,
And
that
that dude
was-
just straight up plowed the wall, like.
I've never seen the wall fly like that. Like,
And that was a heavy wall. Like, that dude struggled to lift it up and put it back into place. And I'm
yeah,
like,
it wasn't a
you
piece of
just
paper, that's for sure.
plastered it out of the way. Like,
Yeah, that was a super fun, super funny scenario.
and it was like 3 levels. Like, it wasn't just a flat go-kart track, so it made it interesting.
Yeah, there's a couple like jumps in there for sure that I was like,
2 good ones
There's
where, like,
the one on the backside kept throwing me off because the line is through the jump.
Yeah, because you had to jump, land sideways. and
Yeah, it
turn.
was like through the jump. So like to do it the fast way, like it was super hard to get like just in the right spot to keep the, you know, the wheels on the ground
Yeah.
to get around the corner. That's where like that last lap that I pulled a 105.7.
Yeah, you pulled that one way out.
Yeah, where it's like, because I was struggling bad actually with that car. I like out of the gate I did a 16999, 106.1.
Yeah.
Like, and then
No,
I got a-
nothing during the middle.
I got like a 171 after that. And then it was like I got like down to like 1067 was as far down as I got.
Yeah.
And everybody else was fucking, you know, dipping hard.
Like,
and the one
that
guy.
last race, like, I was finally catching up to you, and then last race you pull it out and blow me out the water. Well, lap time.
Lap time.
Consistency-wise, though, I finally figured it out.
Right. I had a pretty good consistent. I just couldn't get that car. I think I pulled my seat too far forward. Was
Yeah.
part of the problem because like you want to find that perfect balance on that situation, and I think I just had too much on the front.
Yeah, where for me, I needed all the nose weight I could get. Like, I wasn't kicking the back end out once I learned a couple places to brake. For me, I was pushing the front out, so I slid
Yeah, I was
all the
trying to
way
hit that
forward.
thing, but I think I got it. I think I was pushing it too. I had like the cart prior. I think I had it perfect. But obviously, if I could hold on to the back end, it was faster.
Yeah.
Because obviously I did, you know, my fastest lap was like the last lap that I did, which is kind of crazy when you think about
Yeah,
it.
and it was weird because they had a boost button on these go-karts. So, like, once a lap, it was like a curve system, as you were saying, that you got to push the boost.
Right.
And we were trying to figure out where the appropriate spot was. And it was actually in the middle of the corner you hit it to come out of it without pushing and hitting.
So I'm going to tell you something. And when I was trying in the last race, like once I was falling off hard, was trying to find a better use of that button.
I had one idea where I wanted.
It is out of the tight corner.
Yeah, because you bog down so low. Right there.
So
that's where I wanted to but coming out of that, you pushed.
So, but I came into it perfectly to like do it, that last lap, and I hit it, and it was a hang on. I had to hang on and like shuffle it in there just right to get that lowest scenario because it was hard to hit that.
Because if you bogged him down, it took a while to get up to speed. Like they only say like horsepower range of this is like you had to be 85-90% plus RPM on them to start hauling, and out of that corner you were down to what, like 30-40%.
Yeah, it was a hard corner like to figure out exactly where to go to, and again, and then since each card is a little bit different, it changes how you run through it.
Yeah.
So like, and again, where you have your seat, like I think they need like a measuring stick of where your seat should be, like so you can like try to like bend it into the same place, especially if you go to the same place over and over and over again. Like the ones at like K2 or K1 speed in Denver, they have notches and you could count them.
Oh, okay.
Where that one is infinitely adjustable.
I was just all the way forward because I was like,
and I think for most people that works, but when you're, I mean, what do you weigh?
170.
I mean, I'm like 80 pounds heavier than you are right now.
Yeah, so like you have more overall traction, or what?
But again, it's where you place it.
Yeah.
In that scenario, and that's like finding that exact amount with 80 pounds. 80 pounds is a lot of weight to move around. Cause like that's a big difference on like
the
big race cars. Putting 80 pounds somewhere.
Yeah.
Is a big difference just alone.
And like the first round, I just left the seat where it was, and I think it was in the middle, just from where my knees were coming up on the steering wheel. Second race, I pushed it all the way back, because on the first one, I was looping it out because I was too aggressive in a couple corners. So I'm like, okay, I need more rear weight. And then I backed off just a hair on those corners, and I was fine. So like third race, let's just try the other end of the spectrum, you know? I'm like, now I can, you know, being more smooth in the corners instead of front ripping it, and then the front end pushes. So I'm like, okay.
Well, and you were kind of learning too, like I was telling you, like throw your weight around a little bit.
Yeah.
Move your body, because that changes. It's not something you can do in like a real race car, but in a kart, it helps a ton.
Yeah. You are what, like a third of the cart weight, probably.
I'm probably half of the cart weight.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, they probably don't even weigh 500 pounds.
Yeah, they're probably not too much.
Like, I don't know what carts they have.
Because, well, when that guy got the cart stuck at the end, coming into the corner, the one dude just picked it up and moved it over.
Right. Let's see. I wonder if they have, like, what carts they have there.
Oh, okay. If they have any specs on them.
The grid.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to know like how many watts those are, you know? So it's like, oh, is this a 5 horsepower cart, a 10 horsepower cart?
Right. I mean, a 10 horsepower car would be pretty fucking fun.
Yeah.
That's actually not even that many watts in the end game either. If you look at it, it's only.
Well, it's 750.
So yeah, it's only 7,500 watts. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not crazy wattage at all. Oh, remember I was telling you about that motor that I found?
Oh, max weight of racer.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say any specs of the carts. FAQ maybe. No, just some bullshit.
Yeah. You'd probably have to ask somebody that worked there, you know?
Yeah, I really wish that this like had like.
But what?
Oh wait, Remo Sinus Ion.
Oh,
okay.
On the actual site itself, yeah, they have like.
I hated that V8 sound, like those sounds.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to hear the electric motor whine, you know.
So it tells you amp hours, but that's not.
Oh, you go back up there.
That's what it's here.
KW. Yeah. 2 times 2.8 kilowatt.
So let's say,
Or that's the battery packs.
right. So I'm pretty sure this is the battery pack.
40, 60, 80. There's a 40 on a mini one.
Let's click this maybe. Maybe this will give me a little bit more of a.
Oh. Support for.
This is weights.
Weights. Oh.
So you can weigh
If you
everybody the
actually
same.
were
Yeah.
just running the carts as a class.
So technical data. Oh no, it is. So it's 5.6 kilowatts. So they're like 8 horsepower.
Yeah. Maximum of up to 23 kilowatt.
Oh, so that's the maximum output. So, but
no,
you wouldn't put that as like that's the power output.
No, that's
That's
like
just
a burst.
Right, that's everything that it can have. So, but like basically you'd put it's about 8 horsepower total
Yeah. And it says 20 minutes drive time
with
or
a
60?
40 amp or 60 with a 100 amp.
Yeah. RPM
Power.
max rev 7. Oh, and they actually could have 2 gears.
So there's 64 volt looks like.
Yeah. Onboard voltage 48 volt down there.
Oh, 60 by 3.2. Yeah, that's right. 48.
It doesn't. I wish it would say weight. Oh wait.
186 kilograms. So they're less than.
2.2.
They're about 400 pounds.
400 pounds. Yeah. Yeah. So that's not bad.
Yeah. So I'm nearing 2/3. I am pretty close to 2/3. Well, no, it was half 50. I'm actually at 2/3 roughly.
200.
250.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty close to 2/3 of the weight of that.
And well, and so what? We got down like. Well, you had a 105. I had like a really low 106. And what we were both in the top 10 for the day.
Yeah. I wonder if we like continue that way. We can go. I mean, I guess we can look. See what the emails say. Ugh. Delicious.
Like in that last heat of us racing, like the whole group was within like 2 seconds of each other.
Right. Where did I delete them? Maybe I deleted them.
And so the weird thing is it's like the carts are fast enough and the line that you have to take is tight enough that there really isn't any passing.
Oh yeah, well the thing is like they were not starting as close enough to have those passing.
Well,
You know, like
well, yeah, too, because there were 8 people, and the lap is like a minute, 5 minutes.
I had to pass one of that group twice. I got to pass in.
Well, instead of passing, they blue flag people if you get within probably like a second or 2 seconds of a person.
Well, again, since the power is so similar, there's no passing.
Yeah, but like what you're saying, so there's 8 carts, and they send you out maybe like every 5 or 6 seconds as a gap. So
And so
you may not see anybody your whole run.
right. Well, and part of that scenario too is that the track is so big that
Yeah.
there is no opportunity to get to that point. Whereas like on typically like quarter-mile courses, you can get to that. Since it's a half-mile course, it's a hard one to get to that
Yeah.
level. But yeah, it's a half-mile course. Again, I wish they like did more than just like, oh, you loop up and then you loop down, then you loop up and then you loop down.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little bit more variety in like what was going on, because there's only like probably like 3 corners that were kind of like a real problem.
Yeah.
If you
mine
were
like, sure, there were a couple like 90-degree corners, but those were flat out,
yeah.
and the double apex 180s were still pretty much flat out if you took it out wide enough to start.
Right. There was only like one that like you really had to like think about like what you're doing. Now, again, like getting the maximum speed out of the center, because I'm still fucking nearly 6 seconds off of the fastest lap on the track.
Yeah, somehow somebody had like a 59-second lap, and we were 106s, well 105.
Right. I mean, and again, my problem is again I'm way over the weight scenario on that.
Or like somebody would have had to drive completely flat out the entire lap.
Which it is pretty possible, except for the one corner you'd still have to like hit right.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty much a flat out course, and that was like
But-
what I learned in that last lap when I didn't
Hit it right there.
Well, when I didn't need to, that where I learned that one straight away, is I hit it so fast that like I already knew, like, because you hear like the fucking thing, I was already maxed out on the speed because I hit it so good to do that, and that's why like I dropped fucking a second off on that one course on that one lap.
Yeah. It's like I think I have most of the track down except for I would need practice in like 2 of the corners, which I think I finally got better on that 3rd race.
The upper one on the blue side was a little rough, like the going up. So I learned also not to hit the button going up that.
Oh, to go up the...
Because it does.
It's... yeah.
If you're already going pretty good, because it's uphill, like you get that, the extra boost helps. But man, it was like a douche. Like I jumped big, and it was like, duh, like the dude in the corner was like ready to like slow everything down, but then I caught it, and he was, okay, I got you. But yeah, that was a fun... I like to tour the country just fucking doing go-kart tracks. Let's do it.
The part that I kind of really liked was, so you came into one place where you did stomp on the brakes and slow down. You turned, and then it was the really tight corner back out, and that's where you'd bog it down. But coming out of that, it was a tight 180, 180, and if you went into the middle and then back out to the middle, you couldn't hold it. So like I'd have to come in, kind of almost clip the inside on this side to get back out.
Right.
And once I did that, I gained so much speed coming out of there and could carry it, because that set you up for the giant like 3-loop circle going up. And if you
hit it just right, you were
already near max speed on the first part of the circle.
You really had to hit those right, because again, if you slowed it down at all, like, then you're just slowly going slower all the way up.
And with our weight difference, for me, when I was going around that corner, it was, you could feel like how tight you were turning, because I was scrubbing because it was like, but it was like, how smooth can I make it? Because it was like, well, sometimes I would try to hold it in tighter to run like a shorter line going up,
and then it would just squeal yourself out
a little bit, yeah. Or sometimes it was like if you'd go out, but then it was like tick, tick, like you were and yeah, if you barely touched anything in that cart, it was so loud.
Dude, I didn't like the width being fatter in the back.
Yeah, it was
that made no goddamn sense. That first round that we ran, I hit so much shit because I was thinking it's the width of the front. The front doesn't touch. That means the back's not going to touch.
The back's like 3 inches wider.
If not more, probably 4 or 5.
So I'm trying to run the front end out, you know?
Yeah, so like you're like doing, like I hit so much shit that first run.
And then on one of those runs where I was trying to
or
nail
me
it,
getting
going
parked
up,
on the fucking shit.
Yeah, I was clipping the inside of the cart.
Yeah,
but I'm like, the front end's out, you know, so far.
Yeah, it was one of those you had to learn, like, you kind of drove it like it had a trailer on the back.
Yeah, it was
because it was just wider in the back, and it made no sense at all.
Oh, and then, like when we were talking about using, you know, the boost button coming out of that quarter, if you hit it at the right time, like it would kick the back end out, and you're riding that out and missing the corner coming out, and that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
there were a few times where I tanked it.
Well, I have to go to IMI. So this is the first time we've been to like fast cars. Like those cars are pretty fast. I mean, I think the road sets at 40 miles an hour basically, and that's pretty quick on an indoor track. But the ones at IMI, you can do up to like 70 on.
Or is that the Unser one, or?
No, IMI is like the one by Colorado National Speedway.
Oh, okay.
By CNS.
Is that a big outdoor one?
It's outdoors.
Okay.
I know they changed.
But
are you going to do this right now? Oh wait, that's a mini bike or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a fucking weed whacker.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, are you serious?
Somebody's coming outside to mow the lawn.
Like, I mean, at fucking 9 p.m. What am I living with my crackhead fucking people? Jesus.
Yeah, it's still light out. I guess get after it because it's not hot right now.
No, that's a morning activity. That's not like so. Like I've learned. So I was talking about this the other day, where a morning activity is like mowing your lawn, doing those kind of things. If they're loud at 6 a.m., I'll let it be. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but
Yeah.
I understand. But loud ass music at 6 a.m. is a very different scenario than loud ass music at 9 p.m. Loud ass music at 9 p.m. You're like, okay, we'll let it go for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's all right. But you hear a fucking weed whacker at 9 p.m. Go fuck yourself. Like
Yeah, that like annoying headache noise.
right.
Yeah.
So like, but a weed whacker at 6 a.m. You're like, okay, I get
They're
you.
getting an early start.
Yeah. So it's one of those. The noise matters from what it's coming from at what time of the day, and I don't understand why that is. Why I think that way, but that is what it is. And the reality is, it doesn't fucking matter. It's noise pollution regardless.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, and I just, but yeah, it's kind of like, I think it's like you're getting after it, whereas at night, like with music, you're like, you're chilling, you're hanging out, doing the thing. I mean, it's nothing different than when we fucking being me around here, whenever it's fucking not, don't do shit. We got the one neighbor that's cool, and everybody else is fucking, I haven't heard a peep from anything around here. Other than the cars drive by a billion times a day. Or a fucking train at 2 in the fucking morning.
We talk about the Airbnb we're at, like, it's a weird setup.
It's fucking weird.
Because it's like, they have a 4-car garage underneath this, and that's like their business.
Yeah, it's like it's like a sewing room business. Like, they were sewing a bunch of shit. It looked like if they weren't old ladies. Let's say like.
Well, it was the guy.
Let's say
and the lady,
I know, but let's say like they were like 20-year-old. We'd think it'd be a sweatshop for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But upstairs at this place, it's like they labeled them rooms 11 through 14. So it's like, it's weird as all get out. And then there's like a separate laundry room, and at the end there's
6
like
a.m. music is more annoying than 6 a.m. weed whacker.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, but like 6 p.m. weed whacker is more annoying than 6 p.m. Or I'm saying like 9 p.m. weed whacker is more annoying than 9 p.m. music. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Nick? By the way, I miss you. You fuck. But yeah, it's cool that we have like such a fucking massive bathroom, I guess, and it's only ours. Like, we're not sharing with anybody else.
The bathroom is like as big as our room that we're in.
The bathroom might be bigger than the room, actually.
Like, and it's like a separate
Our
bathtub.
room also has a fucking like fireplace and shit.
Yeah. Next to the I don't like.
It has a fucking like why why does our room have a fireplace? I didn't see there was gas or anything. It's probably gas.
I didn't even look at it, you know.
And it's on your side of the fucking room, so that's your fault.
Yeah, but like this bathroom is like, it has its own. There's like a separate tub, a shower.
And the shower sheets too. It's probably like I was telling Amanda, like what?
It's like a 6x8.
Yeah, it's a big whole fucking shower. You could definitely have an orgy or two in there for sure.
But like, there's a shower head out of the side of the
you've never been in the
7777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777.
You've never had a rainfall shower though?
No.
That's what that is.
I figured it'd be one or the other, you know,
Like there's
not
a switch?
both of them going at the same time.
So usually there is a switch you can do one or the other or both.
Oh, okay.
So usually you have that switch, but this one's just kind of.
So that was weird. When I got it.
Plus, like somebody had reached up and it's way high too. It's higher than I can reach.
It's like a 10-foot ceiling.
Yeah,
in there too.
And so like, if you wanted to jump in the shower to change it,
Yeah.
you could, but
You might fall.
Yeah, and you don't have anything to hit but floor, I guess, which is a plus.
And then still,
there's no grab bars, which is also weird for a big shower like that.
Yeah.
It's like because you could like roll a wheelchair in them.
Normally we have to pay for that experience. Thank you.
Well, I'm not big enough that you have to pay for it yet, so donate or something. I don't know what to tell you, Nick. I still love your name, you fuck.
And still,
You see his name is
defund the patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when your new kid loves Paw Patrol? by the way, Nick. Like, what are you gonna do? Because his wife is pregnant. So
Okay.
yeah, he decided it was a good idea to have an 18-year-old and a brand new baby in the same year.
Are you Catholic?
You could say that. Actually, I could too.
Yeah,
Like,
you could say it too.
I don't say it ironically. You say it kind of ironically.
Want to hear something wholesome?
No. I want something disgusting. That's how I operate.
And then yeah,
But yeah,
at
the
back
bathroom-
of the shower. Then there's like a full walk-in closet area too.
I have a question. Why is there a separate tub and it's not a jacuzzi tub?
I don't know.
Who the fuck does that? If you're gonna have a separate tub, it needs to be a jacuzzi tub.
Yeah, like if it's that big, yeah.
Who puts a regular ass tub?
And then a gigantic shower
Right.
next to it. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Or like, I don't fucking know. It doesn't make any
And
sense
then-
why it's
Then
like
there's
that.
like a his and her sink area too.
I mean, the two sinks thing is pretty normal these days.
But not in this setup with what, like Airbnb 5 rooms.
Well, the bigger
It's weird.
again, like the big ass walk-in closet is probably the weirdest part about the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because for one, who the fuck is putting carpet in that scenario? It has carpet, and that makes no fucking sense. Like one of my uncles has carpet in his bathroom.
Oh, okay.
That's Denise's dad. He doesn't watch. I don't give a shit. That's the carpet's trash in there because of course it is.
Yeah,
It's
gonna
fucking
be
carpet in the
wet.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Who the fuck decides to put carpet in the fucking bathroom? Period. Anybody.
Should put it on the side walls of the shower.
You just have a shaggy fucking carpet wall
For the
in your shower. Man, if you're high as fuck, that work out pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, as you were saying, if you were having the shower party, then the carpet, would kind of hold you up, not be as slick as a wall.
Gross. I'm thinking of fucking streaks in the wrong way. I mean, there's like, hey, you fuck. Also,
Just don't put white carpet.
So something that so they haven't left my house a whole lot recently. The shitty toilet paper here, nah, dude, nah, because I just use as much as I would if you would have got nice toilet paper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that bitch up and you think. Also, I was trying to cut my finger, my toenail or whatever. Cheapest fucking lid on the toilet ever.
Yeah, it moves like 45 degrees right or left.
And it's not because it's loose, it's because it's flexing the whole way. It's that bad. And I miss my bidet. My bidet was $90.
Oh, okay.
And it hooked you can buy the ones that $70 that hooks just to the fucking
Yeah.
It is game changer, and I really miss it right now that I've had to take a couple of spicy beef jerky shits here.
Well, that cookie tore you up.
That cookie tore me up, dude. I don't think you understand. I was not doing well.
But you did like the drink from So Delicious.
Yeah, but what a weird place.
And it's just fountain drink randomness.
It's just random fountain drinks and cookies
Yeah, because you can get Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew.
with a bunch of flavoring and shit.
Yeah.
But how is that any different than where we got the barbecue earlier?
Uh-huh.
How was that any different than that machine?
Yeah, because I had a cherry Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Right.
And you could put 3 flavors in, and that's all that they did at that other place.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they know how much you need to put in there to make a certain flavor.
Sure.
Which is a plus. The one that I had was called National Parks or some bullshit,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good.
Yours was the Dr. Pepper one, right?
The Dr. Pepper base. But I'd go there again to get a soda because it wasn't it was expensive or anything.
No.
It was $2.50 for the soda.
Yeah, so
it wasn't
it's
anything crazy.
reasonable,
Yeah. But the cookie, no way again. That was. I told you as soon as I started eating, I was like, "This cookie's gonna fuck me up," and it did.
And then we made a fast trip back home.
Yeah, well, the first one was just from food prior, No, because we went to Walmart after that one, so that wasn't it. It was the fast trip was after the fucking food. We got food
That was
later.
after we went to the barbecue place.
Yeah. But I
That
knew
was good too.
barbecue place is pretty good. The barbecue sauce scenario was weird because like there was one that was like kind of sour, which is weird. Like for a barbecue sauce, like it should never be like sour.
No.
Yeah, no, it should never. I feel the birds are all making noise now. Like you find the one fucking tree in the fucking place. There's one like decent tree around it. Everything has no fucking trees here, and I don't understand. It's fucking weird. I'm gonna turn this light on and see if it works at all here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it should be the first one on the inside. And so. Yeah, like this morning we went to that waffle place.
Birds are
Waffle
not
House.
real.
Or no, it's called Waffle Love. And there's like a chicken place on the other side of the restaurant. No, yeah, it should be right there. No, there's two buttons. It was last night. Yeah, so we went. Yeah, we were at this like chicken and waffle place, and then on the other side of it was like an actual chicken shack restaurant. So a little different.
I want to try the chicken place.
Still having technical difficulties.
Doesn't fucking work. It's bullshit. You're wider than I am, so they can see you.
Well, I just found out we actually do have another guest here. So, yeah,
Like I said, that's why I didn't want to do it inside.
yeah.
If they came in the door, I'm like, oh shit, fucking hey.
See if she wants to come down.
No. I'm guessing based on the other like people around here.
We would offend him massively.
She looks straight at us.
Yeah, that's what happened the first time.
Yeah. Well, she got waved at, so that's a plus. Kind of weird. I'm sure she's like, what the fuck are these two idiots doing down there? But here we
Yeah.
are. Birds are not real.
Still technically are on a patio.
Normal. I mean, I haven't got back on the patio at home yet.
Yeah, because I usually see you on the couches inside.
Yeah, we've been on the couches. I'm ready for it to be outside again. I mean, again, it gets hot, so it's difficult. So I like how we waved at her and she didn't. She just no.
What?
See you later. Like I said, inviting her is not going to be the
Nah.
not going to be the play.
Yeah, I wonder how annoyed she'll be when we're up at 2 a.m. tomorrow.
We're pretty quiet.
Yeah.
We're not going to want to wake up at 2 a.m. anyway. So we're going to be like.
You aren't, I am. We have to get up that early to eat and stuff because, well, when what? We had to leave here like 3 or so.
Oh, I'm not worried about that at all. I'll get up. That's not
Just
an
get
issue.
up and go, yeah.
That's not a problem. Like, I'll get up. We're just not going to like wanting to like move heavily. Anyways, at that point.
Birds are not real.
I mean, he's just being. Is that your wholesome question, or is that your something that's wholesome? Is birds that are not real? You didn't actually like go through with that, Nick. I'm just saying. The bugs are gnarly right now, though. Considering how many birds there are making a bunch of noise.
At least the ants are staying away from us.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to park over here. Get the chair outside. So, yeah.
At least now it's not.
Yeah, temperature's a lot
bad,
better.
yeah.
I think we're probably in the mid 70s right now. Let's take a peek.
Yeah. Would it get up to like 95, 98 today?
Yeah, I think it was 95 is what it says on the app. But the truck said 97, 98,
Oh,
which is absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh no, it's still 83.
oh wow. Does it, is the humidity down or something? Like it doesn't feel that hot.
It says it feels like 83. It's just because it was so fucking hot today.
Probably.
And then again, we were in the sun for most of it too. Like, You got a sunburn on your right arm from being in the passenger seat.
Yeah, like that was so random. I'm like, we're just driving around, and all of a sudden, like, my arm's hot. And then I looked, I'm like,
You got a
"That's not cool."
sunburn driving around the right arm.
I'm like, I'm not that white, am I? Like,
Apparently you are.
I
Again,
guess.
like look at like the difference of like skin tones here. Like, I mean, I know I have a darker complexion, especially than like my siblings.
Yeah.
I have a darker complexion than they do.
But, like-
if I didn't look exactly like Eric, I'd be like, oh, maybe different dad, but that's not the case.
Yeah, but like, you know, I'm outside, I'm active and stuff, but it's like, I usually don't burn in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the drive that we had when we were trying to go down the lake,
That did take a little
it
while.
took a little bit of time. Again, since there's no fucking shade, there's no fucking trees.
Yeah, and you want to talk about like how they number stuff out
Oh
here?
my God.
That is-
I'm gonna drink my third beer already. Apparently, this tastes real good to me right now.
Well, I think it's because it's the only beer you've had out here, so.
Well, and I don't drink a ton anyways. Like, typically, like, at home, I only drink on Fridays. Or if I'm, like, hanging out, like, on the weekends or with somebody. Like, I don't drink by myself. But apparently I hate this place so much that I do, and I drink a lot. I'm sure you're done, but I'm guessing you're not going to have another.
Well, I still have some.
Oh my god, dude! I just cleared through 2 of them, and you're one. And again, that was only 1 per half an hour, by the way, which is about like a pretty slow drinking pace for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I want like a quick pace, it's like 2
Well-
per. It's like one in 15 minutes, roughly. What?
I still got. Well, I'm gonna do okay tomorrow. Like,
Oh, I'm not doing well in general, so I might as well numb the pain now.
yeah.
A 6-pack of beer is not gonna be fucked up. I think they're like, what are these?
7-1.
That's actually not too bad. I just hate it here so much already. At least I have like good company. Like, you've been pretty solid, like, to hang out with.
Yeah. At least
I was a
we've
little
been able
wor-
to do stuff.
Right. I was a little worried about the scenario because, like, again, like, our mentalities are a little bit different.
Yeah.
The way that we operate. It's always been that way. But it is what it is. But yeah, so the numbering, the street signs in this fucking town, and the one next to it, and the one next to it, and the one next to it.
Because they all run into each other.
Right. They determined that they need to be in a numbering system. Fucking birds. So like we're on like West 1700 South Street,
In Orem.
and then if you go like 3 blocks that way,
It's South 2000.
it's north because we're in Provo.
Oh, well, yeah, it switches then to
So
north.
it goes to north, so it'll be like it's like on the other side. It's like 1700 like West North Street, and it's confusing as fucking. All of the towns are like that. So like you can be on North 1700
800
West Street.
Yeah.
and also South East 1700 South Street.
Yeah.
North. That kind of like it's like that, and it makes no fucking sense. And again, the problem is not that, like, because like in Denver when they do like streets like that, like they just keep
Going up.
so like you go into a different city, it's the next block, it's the next block, it's the next block. They did that, but here
It starts over.
they give a fuck enough that there's signs you're entering the city in a fucking residential neighborhood. And like a tiny, 20, 25 mile an hour place, like they're putting signs up because they care that much of the difference, even though it's exactly the same fucking place. There's no difference between any of these cities. They all
'Cause
look
it's
exactly
like-
the same. They all do the same shit.
You could say live in Orem and your neighbor lives in Provo. And your next door neighbors.
Great. It's. Oh, the segregation of white people is basically what it is. Isn't that what I said earlier? It's like
Well-
segregated white people.
And well, yeah, that one time, like, we got kind of lost in the middle of that neighborhood because we couldn't get out to a main street.
Right, and it was like blocked off, and it was like you could see the street you want to be on, like cars driving by, but they're like, nah, there's a fence fucking here, and it's again segregation of white people. So like they're not racist out here because there's no other. No, there's. We saw like those two like Mexicans at the barbecue place.
Yeah.
But that's literally as far as diversity goes. I haven't seen anybody else.
Yeah, there were two at like the Waffle House, and
I saw only
maybe a
white girls. I
couple
only
walking.
saw a bunch of white girls at the fucking Waffle House.
It was like College Girl Central.
Right, there's a bunch of white girls for sure. It's, yeah. I can't wait to go to a bar tomorrow.
Just to see what it's like.
Yeah, it's gotta be weird. Again, though, there's like, I can't believe there's what 6 or 7 liquor stores total in this area.
Yeah.
How many people do you say live in this like Provo, like Parks, like not Park City because it's a little farther out,
And
like
this
Provo
whole
and
area-
Orem.
Gotta be like 200, 300.
Yeah,
Because it's a big area.
I'd say 200,000 or 300,000 people pretty easily. Pretty easily.
Because what? It's probably spread out like 3 Fort Collins, 2 Fort Collins areas.
I don't think it's spread out that much even.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everything, like, I would say, like, the whole, like, diameter is probably about 15 miles.
Okay.
And I would probably say I'm probably going to guess there's probably more like 400,000 or 500,000 people in this area based on the traffic and everything.
Yeah, they're built up a lot taller here with all the apartments and complexes
Right.
and stuff.
And that's kind of where I'm thinking with that because,
Yeah.
like, I think the square area is probably pretty similar, but I think there's probably twice.
A lot of stuff here's like 3, 4 stories and stuff.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's about twice the amount of people that's in Fort Collins area, which is about 200K.
Okay.
If you include Loveland and Windsor, now we're looking at 250, 300 pretty close, 300 at that
Yeah.
point. Because you got Wellington and Timnath and those kind of things. Like we're probably looking at 250 in northern Colorado as a full like Fort Collins, Loveland. Well, I mean, how big is Loveland these days? Loveland's gonna be pretty big. I mean, it hit 50K when I was in high school.
65.
Well, let's just take a look here. Fort Collins population. I was mid-burp, okay? 167 is 2018.
Yeah.
And
So we're like 175 now.
yeah, I'd probably say 175, 180. So Loveland's probably at 75, 80 at this point.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Loveland, Orlando. Spelled it wrong, but that's fine. It'll fix it for me.
77.
Yeah, so it's probably 85.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 300,000 people. What's Windsor? 20K? 30K? 31. 31
wow.
as a 2020. So now we're definitely at 300 total there.
Yeah.
Wellington, there's probably 5K in Wellington.
Yeah. That's, yeah, we're at 280.
11K.
Yeah, 290, 300 now.
So, rock 300,000 people in the area. And I think there's probably twice that many here in a roughly similar range.
Yeah.
And then there were still only 2 boats on the fucking lake.
Yeah.
How many lakes are in Fort Collins, Loveland? A few, and there's always boats on that bitch.
Yeah.
All of them.
Like, when I looked out across that giant lake, I was like, trying to find, say, where the marina or the harbor was or whatnot. Like, I didn't see, just like a whole parked area of boats.
Like, I've seen boats on, like, our houses and stuff when we were driving around, but...
There were a lot of boats on trucks when we were driving and stuff, but
When we were coming through, like...
the canyon area.
We should know about, like, seeing, like, what we could do in, like, Park City and things like that, like, driving back that way.
Ah.
Just because it's, it's only fucking 10 miles from here.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy. We should have thought about, like, doing something up there. I guess Park City is a little more than 10 miles from here, because obviously, like, it's beyond... Well... Yeah, because it was beyond where we saw all the Karl Malone dealerships.
Yeah. He owns like half the city.
It's super fucking weird.
Carmel and Power Sports and car dealership.
Right. I mean, the mailman delivers.
Yeah.
Apparently. There was like Polaris and there's a bunch of shit.
Speaking of cars and stuff, like all the lots out here are full of cars.
They must not be selling cars. Because everywhere else that I've been, even when we drove, you could see the dealerships when we drove through Laramie. There wasn't shit at any of the dealerships any of the towns we've driven through. None.
Here
They're full.
Quarters full, yeah.
Like the Toyota dealership on the street, full.
Yeah.
Which in you go to Denver right now, there's nothing on any of the lots. They're all way marked up used, so they need to split them out here. Let's see here. We're at an hour 10, and I am halfway through this beer too.
Yeah, it's 9:20.
Not bad, not bad.
Yep. Starting to look a little dark out here.
Yeah, we're gonna have some lighting issues for sure, since that light did not turn on. You can try, but it didn't turn on for me. That could be, but why put it on Yeah, it don't work. What? The other day, yesterday, It was dark when we turned that on, so I don't fucking understand what the fuck is going on. We live in it's a weird Airbnb for sure. Cheap though, it's like $50 a night for 2 people. It's gravy train cheap. But yeah, we probably have another 15-20 minutes before it gets real dark. So you walking in front of that door. Well, they're also, since there's other people here, might be crushing. Yeah, see this color right here?
Oh, the latency.
Yeah, so when it's red, it's dropping frames.
Okay.
And yeah, you can see the kilobits going down. So they're definitely doing something. Which is fair. Again,
yeah,
it's an Airbnb, and since I can't use my fucking unlimited plan on hotspot because bullshit reasons.
Yeah, the unlimited hotspot limits you 600K.
Yeah, hotspot. But on the phone, it's oh yeah, 100K, no problem. It's all right. No biggie. But finish this beer. What else can I bitch about?
Yeah, what else were you bitching about?
There was something else. Yeah, there was something else that I was bitching about for sure. People drive terrible out here, actually.
Yeah.
They do really dumb shit. Sometimes they're super hoo-ha, getting across, and then the next stoplight they're nah, dude, I'm scared.
Waiting here for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's weird. Even up here, we have it's a weird cross section because the I-15's right next to here. And then remember that lady stopped when she had the.
Yeah, it's a separate lane to get up to speed coming onto the interstate, and she just stopped in the middle of it.
The crossover is pretty cool though.
Yeah,
where you come up, and then you're on a turn lane to turn this way, but then it's an X. Everyone's in an X scenario, and then there's the turn lanes. So when you're coming back onto the road that's right here, you have to go in its own lane to go in to turn left onto it.
Yeah, it's its own left.
Yeah, so you turn left
across it.
Yeah, you turn left, and then you're stopped again, and then you turn left again.
Yeah,
it's if you're going to turn left on this road, the cars on your left, if you're in the left lane, the cars on your left are going this way. You're going that way, and then there's cars going this way on your right side too.
Yeah.
It's fucking kind of weird. I don't know if Colorado drivers can handle that.
And it's 8 lanes wide with all the different things going on.
I bet it's bigger than that.
Could be, yeah.
Because I think there's 3
far side.
going each direction.
Yeah, and then
At
there's
least
like a bus lane in the middle too.
right. There's like the bus lane, and then there's a turn lane, and then there's a 2 turn lanes to get ready to go on I-15.
Yeah.
So and then there's 1, 2 lanes over here, 3 lanes there, 2 lanes on the right side, plus the first one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 lanes this way. So there's like 11 lanes wide.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big.
And yeah, no trees.
And there are no guns or ammo stores out here.
Right, we did notice that too, that there's no guns or ammo stores.
There's outdoor equipment stores. But yeah,
Again, I don't think anybody's having fun out here.
no.
I really, there's too much Mormon
Everybody's like
influence, dude.
so reserved and quiet.
I have no idea why. I would be a menace out here, like I was saying earlier. Like, I'd be a menace.
Oh yeah.
Driving too fast, music too loud, drinking a lot, because, you know, that's me.
There are no hoopties, is what we talked about.
Yeah, we talked about that too. Like, there's no, like, junk cars.
Everything's nice. Yeah.
Like, even cars that, like, are typically garbage.
Well kept.
Yeah, like, there was that first gen Altima that I was like, wow, that's actually, like, really fucking nice.
Yeah.
That breeze feels amazing. Hopefully it's not hot in the room tonight, because that was a big problem
Yeah, it
last
said
night.
we were supposed to have like a 10-mile-an-hour wind tomorrow or so, so that might be the only thing that saves us.
Right? Why are people...
We sending messages.
Hey. You got the internet to work. It's like spooky story time.
Well, it was better like an hour ago.
Yeah,
It's darkened out
finally got
heavy, and the
dark,
light...
and we're in the spot that we aren't as much of a menace to
Right.
other people.
I mean, we could turn on, like, the flashlight. It's so fucking bright, actually. Let me see if I can fix that. It's too much. Yeah, actually, the backlight does help that one.
Haha.
So, like, no, it's too much. It's like the low. Hello. This is more like spooky, spooky time. Like, I'm gonna tell you a scary story about Utah. Utah don't know how to do anything fun. Yeah, actually, no. Like, even without that, that's really bright too.
Yeah.
It looks even creepy. Like, look at all the legs in the back. Put it back down so you can see the legs. Oh, I got some heels
Oh,
on.
no.
It looks really weird when I do that, but there you go. There's my heel. But yeah, actually that light's not bad at all. And that's, you know, obviously the screen and like the camera actually can see quite a bit.
Yeah. Camera does pretty well.
I'm actually surprised at how much light it's actually showing on the camera. Because it's actually pretty dark out here. I mean, once you turn that light on, it's a lot better, but... Did you notice there's a basement?
No. No, I didn't.
There's lights on, too.
Huh. Maybe that's that door
Right in the front.
right when you first come in, because we thought it was like a coat closet or something.
I didn't think of anything.
I did. Because it was right there, you know, when you walk in. I'm like, oh, closet, you know?
Yeah, I don't know where else it could be. I mean, maybe, you know, it could be right there. Because of the... No, that's just the garage door.
Yeah, 'cause it's that way. And then
I know, but there's
15
definitely a basement. There's definitely lights on.
Or is that for room 15?
Is that room 15?
Downstairs, maybe?
But there is that room above the other car garage, and I think that's where that one is.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, it's like the whole thing. The place is kind of creepy. When you really think, especially how cheap it is. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of creepy. Because again, $50 a night, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So, Oh, and the way we get the internet to work is by moving it outside. Not being in our room where it does not work.
Yeah.
Because here...
In the room we get 2 megs. Out here is 100.
Yeah. And it's not that much of a difference, honestly. But it is what it is. Like I said, I think there is a repeater, and the repeater is garbage. Yeah, we're still getting a lot of bullshit right now.
Spikes every now and then.
I don't like it. I'm glad the temperature's come down though. It's much nicer.
Yeah, like I'm not just sweating and
Being sticky.
what. Yeah.
I'm gonna slather on my anti-chafe for sure. I don't know if you saw the one that I have. I really like the one that I have.
Oh, yeah. What
I
brand is it?
can't remember what it's called.
Probably not.
Did you get your pretzels?
I did not get pretzels, but I got salt tablets. But I bought salt tablets at the expo, and then in the bag was also the same exact salt tablets.
Yeah,
same flavor and everything.
Like a pack of 10 of them or so.
And they weren't expensive by any means.
No.
I think they were like $3 or something.
Then you get like chews or goo or something.
I did get some
You got
goo,
other stuff.
yeah.
Oh, good.
So well, hopefully that'll work out pretty well. We're supposed to start the race at like,
LOL.
what, 65 degrees is what it's tomorrow roughly.
Yeah.
And then the end of the race is probably looking to be about 75 to 80, based on like what I was looking at.
Yeah, 6 o'clock is 63, 8 o'clock 69, 9 o'clock 75.
Yeah. So here's my Saturday for me. Yeah, 75. I'm looking about the same. So 65 to 75. So it's gonna be a hot race.
It's gonna be warm.
If it comes in quicker, it could be 80 also pretty quickly. But I'm also in Colorado, like where they don't know the temps are right.
It's also saying only like 5-6 mile an hour wind, so
Yeah, that's a plus on that one. But look at Sunday.
It's
How's
going
it
to
gonna
be a
be,
race
though?
to beat the heat.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot one for sure.
wonder how it's gonna be
Look
though,
at-
since we're coming down the canyon, if it'll get funneled, you know?
It should be better.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed it from. It refreshed. So earlier on Sunday, it was showing 90
Something, yeah.
at 9:30 p.m. or 9:30 a.m.
Oh, dang.
So it's fucking hot out here. Again, Kenny got a you were on, but Kenny got a sunburn
Just on this
in the
arm.
passenger seat
Yeah.
of the truck. So
So when do they head out for the wedding, or when's that going on?
I don't ask them.
Yeah.
Say it louder.
So when are you guys heading out for the wedding? Is that tomorrow or Sunday?
Ouch.
That was for your sunburn.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch. This is my last beer. I'm not gonna drink another one.
Yeah, but there's like 2 more in there.
I don't want to have like a
Tomorrow morning.
Ah, nice.
noise. Noise. What are we at? An hour and a half?
Yeah, something like that.
Hour and a half since we're losing light like heavy here.
Just get ready for
Probably
tomorrow.
get ready for tomorrow. We'll just take a nap right now. I'm surprised that they're leaving that early for fucking bus rides, but I guess we're starting at 6.
Yeah, because buses are like 3:30 to 4:30 or so.
Okay. Since we know where we're going with the bus now, that's a plus.
Yep.
There's the wind.
Yep.
I really wish that the interstate wasn't so goddamn close.
And then there's a train track too, like fairly close.
Dude, but it hasn't gone by but the one time at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it. Like we haven't been here most of the day.
Yeah.
But we drove around that area
Yeah.
and no train. It was like 2 in the morning. It was all like I hear the train at
I'm so
miles.
excited for you. I can't wait to hear your race stories. And stories from the bus ride too.
Stories from the bus
Good
ride.
luck tomorrow and have fun.
The race stories with me dying all day. It's fine. It's fine. I can't wait to go to a fucking bar
Yeah.
afterwards and see how weird that shit is.
Well, we have to first find one.
Well, there was the one.
Okay.
Remember, I was at Green Building.
Oh, okay.
We'll find a bar. I have fucking bar radar.
You got Bardar?
I could be in Saudi Arabia and find a bar.
Okay. Found it.
Well, for one, I know people. In Saudi.
True.
I miss my Saudis a lot. I miss my Saudis really bad. But yeah, it should be a fun day tomorrow. I'm doing the fat guy race. You're gonna try to hit 2 hours, which is a pretty good fucking run.
Yeah, I'll see. I gotta see how well the leg holds up, but it's feeling somewhat decent now, so I'm
Plus,
gonna let it rip, and if everything goes to crap at 10 miles, it does, and I walk in.
right?
Like,
But you're not gonna get no closer medal that way.
I'm not gonna get it anyway.
Why not?
It's, most of the downhill is the first 7 miles.
Just maybe you should like take it easy in the first part, and then rip it at the second just to get that fucking closer.
Could go for that, yeah. Yeah,
Maybe you should do that.
probably would work. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, get that closer medal because that closer medal is like that'd be a good one to have actually.
Yeah,
Because again, like the beginning of this race is a very downhill,
yeah.
heavy scenario. So it's like, yeah, just kind of wall your way down, just have a good time, and then
Yeah.
bust it the fuck out.
I think Amanda got it. But
Yeah.
I'm not certain.
Look at that big ass spider, by the way.
Yeah, that thing is moving out.
Man, did you get the closer medal here? I mean, that's a hard scenario. It was very downhill on the top side.
Yeah.
Is it only for the full marathon, or does it include the half?
I thought it included the half. It just wasn't for the 10K.
Well, the 10K is pretty flat,
Yeah.
so I don't expect them to like care about that.
It's because of where they had the timing mats. I think they couldn't get the halfway of the
10K?
Yeah.
Because 10
I don't think so.
again, I think that'd be like a pretty big accomplishment for the full to get a closer on here. Like in the beginning, it's like so fucking downhill.
Yeah. That's why I
So-
wonder if they have it. It's because it is pretty hard.
Right.
We saw
You see that?
lightning
Yeah,
over there.
I saw it over here.
Yeah. Like
How are we gonna get fucking
rain.
rain? It's actually looking like rain, actually.
Yeah. Cause I know, like, yeah, the last time when I was here, it would rain and thunderstorm every
Yeah, that totally is
afternoon.
lightning. It was right there. You see
So,
it?
like, today's the first time it's even thinking of doing it.
Well, that was totally lightning right there. So
I'd be okay, because that means the temperature would go down.
I agree. Except for it makes it humid.
Yeah.
Which kind of hurts your.
Humidity would probably go away by the morning.
Being as warm as it is, yeah, probably. Alright, well, I think we're going to cut it here. And, Utah edition, Kenny's first time.
Yeah, it was fun. Maybe be back again sometime.
Yeah, in the basement where we can fucking yell at each other
Yeah.
a lot more, and you can see my horn.
Yeah.
I should have brought it, to be honest. It's so fucking funny. Okay, we will see you next week. And I'm guessing, yeah, let's have fun tomorrow. And
Maybe there'll be war stories from here.
yeah, maybe I'll fucking break my legs again.